Hello guys, in this video we are going to be using Menu, so you can go ahead and download it and just do everything that I'm going to be doing in Menu. There is a local file inclusion, and you can also run commands on whatever we find, but the only trick is that there is a WAF, there is a web application firewall on it, so it won't let you run all the commands that we want to run. So for this, let's go ahead and start. So the first thing that I want to show you is how to run a directory or a directory scanner. We are going to be looking for directories, and also we are going to be looking for files. And for this, we are going to be using derp B. And derp B, then we are specified the location from where we want to be looking for, files and directory, which is 10.10.10.3 or 10.10.10.13, because if you go straight to the web page, it only gives you the Apache Ubuntu default web page. And then for the capital X is we are telling it which extension of the files we want to look for. So we want to look for .html, .php, and .txt. This is because this is running a Apache 2 Ubuntu page, which is definitely a PHP website, right? Or it might be an HTML site, or there might be like a text document in there that they don't want you to look at. So that's why I'm running it like this. So let's go ahead and run this scan and let's see what it finds. And really quick over here, we can see that we have index.html. Let's go ahead and open that. And it just goes back to the Apache default Ubuntu page. And let's go ahead and try test.php. And in here, we can see that there is a web page. Everything OMG.js, everything a browser knows about you. It actually knows even more. Interesting what it's saying. If we go to take a look at the source of the web page, in here you can see that there is a link test $file equals to last.html. So it reads the last visitor, and we can see that we have a possible file inclusion on this link, which is this one right here. Let's go ahead and click on it. It says no data available. Click on it again. Nothing happens, but you can see in here that we might have local file inclusion. So if we do etc passwd, there we go. It says that we don't have permission to access test.php on this server, which is really odd that is telling me this. Then after this, the next thing that I would do is just to do a run wfuzz and see if I'm able to include any other files, or then how deep I need to go, right? If I need to do some of this to see if I'm able to do etc password. But the thing why I'm not running that is because it gives me this: you don't have permission to access test.php, which is really odd. So the next thing that I would do is just take a look and see if it is behind or if there is a firewall, a web application firewall that is protecting this. So what I would do is I would just run the WAF, and this one you would have to download it, right? This one, here is the GitHub repository for it. If you just do a quick Google search, you're gonna be able to find it. So what you want to do is you want to do a git clone and download this guy. After you download it, you want to go into the directory of this GitHub project, and then all you have to do is run python setup install, and you will have it installed on your machine. All right, so here's the one that we want to run, and just to verify that we are actually indeed behind a WAF or a web application firewall. And you can see over here the detection results, and it says that it seems to be behind a WAF or some sort of security solution. So after this is that you want to do a quick like Google search, how to bypass. You could do like a Google bypass WAF local file inclusion, and you will have a lot of people just talking about how to bypass a WAF with local file inclusion. And this one is the one that I found, which was basically related to this machine, and I saw how he did it and how he was able to find it. So you can see over here that if you put the LPWD we are going to be able to see the, you know, the basically the the directory or the path where it is located. And if you, so what he's actually doing over here, he's doing a he's breaking it. Like, let's see if we're able to do that ourselves. He's doing a pipe, and then he's including this. So it looks like the files are not working, but if we do ls, does ls work? Ls doesn't work. How about if we do pwd? Pwd does work, as he was showing over here. So one thing that I want you to do, you can see he also use WAF to detect, or WAF wolf to detect, and it says this one was able to identify, but it was not able to identify for me. This one is mod security. So then you want to do a specific search on how to bypass mod security, right, for this. And you can see over here that he was able to actually get the Etsy password working. But the one thing that actually works is by running the, let me go back to this. If you run the file and then you put an A and you break it with a semicolon in here, and you can see that you're going to be able to get this to execute command. And another one, I believe the pipe will also work for this guy. There we go. So the pipe will also work. But the thing is that you're not able to, you know, to run all the commands. So netcat, Python, all of that is not going to work. So therefore, you're going to have to find another way or weird way for you to get a remote shell. And for this, you can also do just a quick Google search. If you do, let's say, payloads of all things, and you can search for shell. You can see there's a reverse shell cheat sheet in here for payloads of all things. And the one that I'm interested in is on the netcat BC box. That's not quite the one that I want to run. Is there another BC box shell? Let's see if I can find another one. BC box reverse shell. And what this, let's just go ahead and find reverse shell. And what this is going to be doing is basically it's going to run a netcat for you. So let's see over here if we see that BC box. That's not the one I want. But here are some commands that you can run. Maybe this one would do it. Super user. Nobody talking. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at reverse shell cheat sheet. This one is again payloads of all things. Reverse shell cheat sheet in here. Maybe this one has the BC box. Yep. So this is the one that I want to run or that I want to use. So for that, what we're going to be doing is we are going to start listening. So let's go ahead and do a NC OVP, and we are going to be using port 4444. That's fine. So now if we go back over here, and we are going to leave that pipe in here because it's going to let us execute this 10 10 10 13. And the thing is that BCBox is able to run netcat, right? If you go ahead and do a straight netcat, it's not going to work because the web application firewall is going to block netcat, right? But it doesn't know that BCBox is actually able to run netcat in it. So by using BCBox and then running netcat, we should be able to get a reverse shell with this one. Let's go ahead and take a look and run this. And that didn't work. Okay, so we have, oh, this one needs to be 10.10.10.5, and there we go. And it looks like we have a shell. Awesome. So that's how you're able to do this reverse shell with this. We were able to run command execution on that, and this box was behind a firewall, a web application firewall. So on this web application firewall, what it was doing is it wasn't letting you running commands that could potentially lead to like a reverse shell, right? So it was not letting you do netcat, Python, or any other commands that could potentially go into a reverse shell. But it didn't know about BCBox, and BCBox is able to to run other commands like netcat in it. So when it saw that it was BCBox, it was allowed, but it didn't know that BCBox inside of BCBox. So with BCBox, we are able to run netcat. So that's how we were able to bypass this, and we were able to get a reverse shell back. Let's go ahead and do a host name in here. Yep, there we go. ifconfig, if it is installed. Yes, it is. 10.10.10.13. So this is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching like always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.